Imagine a country where songs don't merely entertain, but ignite revolutions, heal wounds, or sometimes reopen them entirely. In South Africa, music has always carried a deeper purpose than melody. It serves as a reflection of a nation's soul, scarred by a painful past yet determined to find unity. Today, we explore a heated controversy that has set the Rainbow Nation ablaze. The clash between the iconic anti-apartheid chant, "Kill the Boer," and its defiant counter-response, "Shoot the Red Berets." This debate isn't just about lyrics. It delves into race, identity, fear, and the lingering question of what true freedom means. Buckle up. This story challenges perspectives and reveals the immense power of words. But to truly understand it, we must begin at the roots. South Africa's history is a woven tapestry of oppression and defiance. Apartheid, the brutal system of racial segregation enforced between 1948 and 1994, didn't simply categorize people by color. It robbed Black South Africans of land, dignity, and their most basic human rights. During those years of tyranny, when protests were silenced by gunfire and censorship smothered free expression, music emerged as the most potent weapon of resistance. Struggle songs were not polished pop anthems. They were raw, rhythmic cries echoing through townships during Toyi dances, those high-kicking marches symbolizing an unbreakable spirit of rebellion. Among these songs was Dubulibhunu, roughly translating to "kill the Boer" or "shoot the farmer." Born during the fiery uprisings of the 1980s, Boer did not refer to every white farmer. It was a symbolic stand-in for the oppressive apartheid state and those wielding power like a whip. These chants unified communities, inspired mass mobilization, and offered solace amid darkness. Artists like Miriam Makeba and Hugh Masekela carried that revolutionary spirit across the world, turning exile into amplification. Through their music, hope was smuggled past prison walls and international borders, reminding the global community of the injustice festering within South Africa. Yet, even after apartheid crumbled, those songs never disappeared. They lingered, evolving into reminders of an unfinished liberation. In 1994, Nelson Mandela's inauguration marked a new dawn. Democracy had arrived, a constitution had promised equality, and the dream of a rainbow nation took shape. But beneath the celebrations, deep scars remained. Economic inequality persisted, and despite making up over 80% of the population, Black South Africans continued to face poverty, unemployment, and land dispossession. Many white South Africans, particularly Afrikaners, retained significant portions of the nation's wealth and farmland, fueling resentment and accusations of enduring privilege. It was within this context that the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, emerged in 2013, founded by the fiery and controversial Julius Malema. The EFF positioned itself as the voice of the radical left, advocating for land expropriation without compensation, nationalization of mines, and the restoration of Black dignity. Dressed in signature red berets and overalls, their rallies often echoed with the chant, "Kill the Boer." Not, they insisted, as a literal call to arms, but as a symbolic nod to historical rebellion. Malema defended it as a piece of cultural heritage, a metaphorical battle cry against systemic oppression rather than incitement to violence. However, metaphors have sharp edges. To many Afrikaners, the song felt anything but symbolic. It evoked deep-seated fears of vulnerability and historical trauma. In rural South Africa, farm attacks, often brutal and horrifying, have kept those fears alive. Statistics reveal roughly 50 to 60 farm murders annually, disproportionately affecting white farmers. While experts debate whether these crimes are racially motivated or part of broader crime patterns, groups like AfriForum, a civil rights organization championing Afrikaner interests, argue that such songs amount to hate speech that deepens division. The dispute eventually reached the courts. In 2010, certain tribunals initially classified "Kill the Boer" as hate speech, prompting the African National Congress, ANC, to distance itself. But Malema and the EFF persisted, sparking a series of landmark legal battles. In 2022, both the Johannesburg High Court and the Equality Court ruled that, within its historical and cultural context, the song did not constitute hate speech. They stressed that political expression should remain protected unless it directly incites imminent violence. This decision was upheld by the Supreme Court of Appeal in 2024, and in 2025, the Constitutional Court dismissed further appeals, solidifying the song's status as protected expression. Judges reasoned that taking the lyrics literally disregards their origins as anti-oppression rhetoric. Yet legal victories could not soothe emotional pain. In many farming communities, the chant still triggers inherited fear, proof that legal clarity doesn't always bring emotional closure. Then, in 2025, the debate took on a global dimension. Billionaires Elon Musk and Donald Trump amplified the issue internationally. Musk tweeted that "Kill the Boer" promoted genocide, sharing clips from EFF rallies. Trump followed suit, publicly confronting South African President Cyril Ramaphosa and even suggesting Afrikaners seek refuge in the U.S. These remarks sparked international outrage. Some accused them of political interference, while others believed they were drawing attention to overlooked injustices. Fact-checkers quickly debunked claims of white genocide, finding no evidence of systemic targeting and noting that farm attacks affect all racial groups amid South Africa's high crime rates. Critics warned that such alarmist rhetoric fed right-wing narratives, ignoring genuine progress like Black economic empowerment programs. Supporters, however, argued that dismissing Afrikaner fears only deepens social divides. What began as a domestic issue had now become a global symbol of polarization. The story took another twist in April 2025, when an Afrikaner musician released "Shoot the Red Berets," a direct response to "Kill the Boer." The red beret, emblematic of the EFF, was used as a metaphor for the party itself. The song's lyrics mirrored the original chant, "Shoot the Red Beret," presented as satire designed to expose what its creator called double standards in free expression. If "Kill the Boer" was considered cultural expression, why not its mirror image? He described his piece as artistic protest, representing those who felt threatened by radical politics. Framed as a struggle song from a different perspective, it sought to highlight how some now perceive themselves as oppressed. Reactions were immediate and explosive. EFF supporters denounced "Shoot the Red Berets" as racist provocation, arguing it crossed into hate speech. Afrikaner groups, on the other hand, celebrated it as legitimate self-expression, a cry against marginalization. On social media platforms like X, formerly Twitter, the debate intensified. Was the song satirical or inflammatory? Did it promote understanding or simply fan old flames? No court has yet ruled on its legality, though parallels suggest it might be protected as political commentary. Regardless, the damage was done. The controversy reopened historical wounds, turning music into a battlefield once again. Both communities felt under siege, Black South Africans by enduring inequality, and whites by collective blame for a past they did not personally create. At its core, this entire conflict exposes South Africa's unfinished revolution. The end of apartheid did not erase inequality. It transformed it. The Gini coefficient, a measure of economic disparity, remains among the highest globally. Land reform has progressed painfully slowly. Only about 10% of land has been redistributed since 1994. Youth unemployment hovers near 45%, breeding frustration that fuels EFF's message. To its supporters, the Red Beret represents unapologetic Black empowerment and resistance against complacency. To critics, Malima's rhetoric is populist, fiery language designed to inflame emotions and harvest votes. The EFF continues to secure between 10 and 15% in national elections, while AfriForum positions itself as a defender of minority rights and Afrikaner heritage, determined to protect language and culture from erasure. Both songs now test the boundaries of free speech. South Africa's constitution protects expression but forbids hate speech that advocates racial hatred. Courts maintain a delicate balance, requiring proof of incitement before restriction, but in such a polarized society, perception often outweighs legality. Words that empower one group can terrify another. The result is a recurring cycle: provocative art, political opportunism, and rising animosity. Politicians exploit passions, while ordinary citizens, farmers who fear night raids, and township youth yearning for land bear the consequences. The media, chasing clicks, amplifies extremes, reducing complex histories into viral sound bites. Yet, there remains hope. Music does not have to divide, it can heal. South Africa's diverse musical heritage, from Kwaito to jazz to calm, embodies the blending of cultures. Imagine channeling that diversity toward reconciliation. Education could play a crucial role. Schools might teach struggle songs with context, explaining that Kill the Boer emerged as defiance against apartheid, not hatred of white people, while acknowledging Afrikaner fears. Communities could organize dialogues where EFF members and Afrikaners share their stories. Artists could collaborate across cultural lines. A Zulu rapper and an Afrikaner folk singer co-writing songs that honor pain without blame. Mixed songwriting workshops could unite rural and urban youth to write about shared struggles such as poverty or crime. Concerts blending amapiano with Boer music could attract diverse crowds, voicing past suffering alongside future hope. This vision isn't mere fantasy. It's already emerging. Initiatives like the One Love festivals promote unity through music, while organizations like the South African Music Rights Organization, SAMRO, back cross-cultural artistic projects. Even politically, small shifts are visible. In August 2025, the ANC banned members from singing Kill the Boer, perhaps signaling a step toward de-escalation. Leadership matters. Malema could choose to embrace more inclusive rhetoric. AfriForum could emphasize reconciliation rather than resistance. President Ramaphosa's government is pushing reforms, including accelerated land redistribution, to address root inequalities. South Africa's diversity, its 11 official languages and countless traditions, is its greatest strength, though fragile when misused. Division is easy. Unity requires empathy, effort, and courage. The media, too, carries responsibility to report with balance, verify facts, and highlight solutions instead of conflicts. As this story draws to a close, one truth stands out. Songs like Kill the Boer and Shoot the Red Berets are not merely tunes. They are echoes of a nation's soul. They reveal deep struggles over race, history, and identity, but also hold potential for harmony. South Africa stands at a crossroads, to perpetuate fear or to compose a new symphony of unity. So, what do you think? Is satire a shield or a sword? Should historical chants evolve or finally retire? Share your thoughts in the comments respectfully, modeling the dialogue South Africa so desperately needs. If the story resonated with you, like, subscribe, and share. Together, we can amplify voices of understanding. Until next time, keep questioning and keep listening.